Working good. Real quick. Still working its magic, burning away the metal. Show you guys what it looks like. Thank you for that RYK679. Thank you for that goat. The goat trophy. Thank you. How long have you been building it, Mr. Washington? I just started building it not long ago. Started getting it all finished up. Earlier today, cheese. Thank you for that. Again, RYK679. Whoa! Thank you, right? 679. So I'm working on this rear fender section. I cut out this piece earlier.
Attacks don't look like
bend it, and then get it fitted right here.
Disguised as a trusted face.
And once this is kind of squared away, I can start making these side pieces for it.
Business as usual. Doppel sees through the act. Repeating patterns,
And
connected
yeah,
attacks.
it'll be all
We turn detection
good to go.
into disruption.
Grab
Stopping strike swiftly, evolving human resilience, and building stronger defense with every fight.
Yes, it is a copping tank.
Outpacing what's next in
This is the
social
first
engineering.
tank that I've tried to make on my own.
The all-new Jeep Cherokee
I've never made a gas tank fully from scratch, so I tried to do it on this one. I'm hoping it's going to hold together. Thank you, right? 679, throwing the goat trophies at me non-stop. Thank you, Mr. Washington. And thank you, Rice. Hopefully it'll be done here. I'm going to guess it'll probably take me a couple more months. I've been trying to work on it almost every day, but it's taken a little bit of time. I've been working on a scooter. I just finished it not long ago. What's up, Lizard King? And by Bishes. What's up, Nicholas? Number 50 double roller. I'm not sure. Thank you for those goat trophies, Rights. I can't remember what says chain this is. Alright, let's see here. Let me get that away. And now start. going. I'm gonna let those chains continue soaking overnight, and then neutralize the acid with some baking soda tomorrow. Mr. Washington, yeah, it does run. I ended up wrecking it a couple of years ago. The axle broke when I was riding, and obviously flipped me off the bike and went flying through the air. So this channel is mostly about best way to pre-soak chains. The bikes, exactly, Lizard King. It's mainly just about pre-soaking chains. It's like about 90% of what we do. We're soaking chains, we're freaking making templates for parts that never get made. Okay. Bring a gizmo over here. See if I can get Tom to help.
What's up, Lizard King? Oh, Diego Fernandez. Thanks for the thumbs up. For you, leave your smooch. There your ball.
Sorry about that. Dia, thank you for the thumbs up. Diego Fernandez. If I'm saying that correctly, I'm not sure. Let me move this camera and I'll show you guys as I'm bending this and stuff. Putting it all up. Diego Fernandez. Diego? There's Diego? Alright, move this. I'm a pre-soaking chain expert. I don't post-soak, I only
Did you know that Suno can learn from your music?
Alright.
You probably just use it like this. Type something in, maybe adjust a few sliders, and
Let me
hit
freaking
create.
skip this ad first.
You might struggle with your own personal
bend this
vibe
part up.
and sound, but there's a feature that almost nobody talks about that
And it is the rear fender feature. Okay. So take this piece right here and bend this 2 ways. I'm going to bend it this way with my hand. You see Tom moving around? I'm just going to bend it like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to bend the bottom piece a little bit. I'm going to have to adjust it a bunch. But this will be, I can't fit it in there while it's straight. It has to be semi-bent. So I'm going to bend it probably a little too much. And then I will unbend it a little bit. This up a little bit. Okay. What's up, Rikes? 679. Thank you for all the goat trophies. That was cool. Am I saying your name right? Or is it Ricks? I'm gonna install this little somewhat bent fender piece. Try and install it. I'll lay down on the ground. It's for efficiency, not because I want to lay on the floor. Let me move this battery out of here. Make it a little easier on myself. I'll be so concerned about snacking the battery. Fender piece. biting me all the time. They wanted to bite me. I hate to. I mean, in theory, I could make this 1000% easier if I would just simply move the palm out of the way, which I probably should. They're in just such a perfect position that I can let's see what this. Bottom in first. When this is normally on there and there's not a gremlin and a mob light sitting on the seat pan, I should, in theory, just be able to just go on this regular trailer now. And that should be no problem. But they are sitting there and they're trying not to move down and I'm gonna have to get away with it. Not bad. I actually almost got it perfect. I think it was perfect. Kind of that bending. That looks pretty freaking good to me. Let me find some way to do this up. It's like pretty much a perfect fit. And we get some sort of holder.
You're not the only one wanting to see Brent's turn to ash.
An air wedge maybe?
It's as if the volcano is dormant during the day and awakens with nightfall.
No, it sits on there so perfectly without anything to hold it. Just it's like a machine.
In the end, it's every man for himself.
I wish. It's pretty freaking close. It's nice and light. I'm just trying to find little things to wedge it up. Like this wedge. Come on. There we go. It's holding it good enough. Show you. I'm gonna definitely have to make some funky pieces, but it'll look cool. Grab a phone. Show you, turn the flash on. Show you the new Bart Simpson. Look at his belly button. It's a lot higher than most people imagine. So you can see this piece, it's not quite, this is what it's holding it, this piece of wood. You can see it's going up to the bottom, right where below where Gizmo's at, on that line. And it's going down, it has to clear the chain. So I had to cut that little piece out. And I figured there's no point in cutting it out and then making it bigger and then cutting it out again. So I just kept it all one length to clear the chain. So the funky part that I'm going to have to make is basically I'm going to have to weld this on right here along this seam up there. And then I'm going to have to make some sort of triangle piece. It's going to be some complex angle. But maybe I'll just make this turn right into the chain guard that I wanted to make. So maybe I'll just make it go out right here and then go straight back. And it'll be like the same kind of point that this one is, but for the chain guard. So that's probably what I'll do on there. And then the other side, I'll basically have to do the same thing. I'll have to cut out some sort of triangles and stuff and just shape it all in there. And then I'll use some of this same stuff that I use on the gas tank and on the rear fender. I'll use that on there as well. Like around all the corners and stuff. And then same thing with that oil tank, I'll just do that. I'll make those sharp edges and maybe put some chain in there too. Once that chain is all cleared off with all the rust, then I will put it here, it's going to go right between these tape lines. And the chains are going to be part of the tank mount. So that will be cool once that is all done. I have to wait for those things to finish getting all the rust off. And I can't use any of the power tools right now. So I'm somewhat limited on what I can do. I'm going to try and find some parts to bolt on. I'll put the throttle on there just so that whenever I get it started or ready to start, then it'll be good to go. I'll also get the maybe the oil filter mount on there. But let me show you guys this. Let's see. I got this at the swap meet today. I'm sure you guys have seen this. The original Pocket Fisherman. Comes with 2 bonus lures. I'm going to actually take this thing out. The box is off on me first. I got it for $5 and they said it's brand new. It looks brand new. I'm going to take it out and actually try and go fishing with it and try and catch some legit fish with it more than like a bluegill. But I'm going to try and use all the stuff that they give you in the box. Maybe like these little lures. There's like, it says there's something, it comes with both 2 bonus lures. I'm not sure how this thing opens. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's sick. Look at that. Hidden in the handle. Nice, what is this? These are the bonus lures. I don't see the second one. Someone took the rooster tail out of there. Freaking lost it. So I'm gonna try. The guy lied. He said he didn't even. This is the dude I bought it from. He said he never used it. No, but I believe him. Maybe someone just screwed with it. But yeah, got the little Pocket Fisherman. I'm gonna go out and try and actually go fishing with it. And maybe I'll put it on my motorcycle. And that will make it easy to transport. I could throw it in the saddlebag, flip it up, throw it in the saddlebag, and go for a little fishing adventure. So that was cool. Got that at the swap today. Let's see here.
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about Mounjaro? In a study, Mounjaro lowered A1C more than Ozempic 1 milligram.
I'm an overachiever when it comes to diabetes.
And adults
I'll put that
lost
throttle
more
on there.
weight. With Mounjaro, adults lost an average of 25 pounds compared to an average of 13 pounds with Ozempic 1 milligram.
Is that it? Manjaro. It's ridiculous. What's up, Kingpin? Haven't seen you, Kingpin. What's up, Gregory? Man, I hate working on bikes in the floor. I know, Sean. I want to see the full bike. This is Baylor Fun Zone. What do you want to see? Do you want to take the camera out there? Put your nails on a holiday, brother. Give them some rest. Surhead, build on JS. These are for tactical purposes, brother. These are so I can grip onto stuff as hard as possible. If I had fingernails while I'm gripping that hard, they just all break off. So I'm just like, I'll just bite them all off. Beat myself to it. I never give my brain or my freaking fingernails a rest, ever. Never give those things a rest. Can't help it, man. My superpower. Bite the crap out of my nails so they're like bloody. Okay. Let's see if I can put this throttle cable on. My throttle assembly. I do have an internal throttle for this, but I don't think that looks right. The external throttle looks better. Baylor Fun Zone. What's up, Baylor Fun Zone?
Get in the zone. The Baylor Fun Zone.
I'm stuck on the freaking light. live about 2 blocks away from that tanker that's leaking, and I feel weird. I'm feeling really weird. They told me to evacuate. I said, I'm not going anywhere. Nope, I got stuff to work on. They said, sir, this is way more important than whatever you're working on. I said, are you serious? Do you have any idea? I said, step inside. Check this out. He said, I don't care about the freaking projects. I said, I do. I freaking care. That's why I can't leave. Never gonna. Not gonna catch me running away from the exploding tanker. That was crazy. You know what's even crazier though? You know what's gonna look even more crazy? The expressions on people's faces when they see this bike. They're gonna be like, what the heck is that thing? How's it even drivable? I'll say, I don't think it is. Move out of the way. I never fixed the brakes. This is just going to be for pretty much mock-up purposes, because I'm going to have to kind of take this stuff off, but not fully. So I could pretty permanently put this on here.
My moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me out of the picture.
My gosh.
Now I have Skyrizi.
Skyrizi? I already have a Skyrizi subscription. You guys double charged me. Oh yeah, check this out. I also got this from the swap meet. It's kind of strange. Obviously, it says Blue Danube Waltz on the bottom. Right there in really faint writing. Check this out. It's like spun aluminum or something. This is the little trigger right here. This little pin that's sticking out. And look at that. It's like some kind of music box, but I think I have a feeling there might be something magnetic underneath here, like maybe there's supposed to be something dancing around. I see little wear marks on here. I'm gonna grab a piece of metal and see. Something white. I have a feeling that there's like something that's supposed to be like dancing around here or something. Let's try this. If I had a little metal TV, it probably work best. Oh, I see. Something, okay. Should we look inside? I'm guessing the way to dissect this thing is these little things. Throttle's not going to be enough. Alright, let's see if we can take this thing apart. Oh wait, oh, there's something there. There's another pin. I'm guessing that's the way to access this bad boy. Let's get something underneath here so we can pick this up first. No. It's playing a little bit faster now that I started clicking. And that's not working, and I'm afraid I'll break the blade. Let me get a smaller one. Put a screwdriver wall, and we'll use the Studebaker screwdriver. I'm trying my best not to break it. Okay, look. I got one of the pins to stick up just a little bit, just a hair, before I grab that out. Got it. One pin now. Let me find an insignificant place to put that pin and say to myself, I'll remember where I put it. I never remember. I put it in the magnetic tray. Alright, I'm going to try and basically wedge the screwdriver in between here, like this, to try and pop that pin out. Side quest. Just like this.
For whatever fuels your day, there's an extra mile on the way. Snacks, fresh food, a pick-me-up, grab it and go, and score a deal while you're at it. Revolutionary, I know. Extra Mile at select Chevron and Texaco locations.
Saying yes can be hard with severe asthma, but you can say yes to fewer asthma attacks. Tezspire is an add-on maintenance treatment for people aged 12 and older with severe asthma or inadequately controlled chronic rhinosinusitis with measles. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Tezspire is
can't hear you very well, says Gregory. What's up, Andreas? Mike. Oh man, Gregory, can you hear me now? Has the mic not been working this well this whole time? No idea. My bad, Gregory. Thank you for telling me. I'm notorious for having audio issues. What's up, Andreas? Let's take apart this little music box and see what's going on with the Blue Danube Waltz. All right, guys. Let's see if I can pull this off. I'm not sure if this part is going to get stuck or what. Let's see. It's kind of stuck now. Oh, here we go. Oh, I got it. Look, this whole thing lifted out. What's in here? It's stuck on something. Oh. It's stuck on the button. I have to release this little mechanism. Fish it out of there. Then grab a small plier and try and bend this thing so I can get it out of there. Almost. Just make sure there's no way to disconnect it. No, I don't believe so. Let me try and bend this thing a little bit and get it out of there. Feels like it's made out of like spring steel maybe. Almost got it. Hard to bend, that's why I thought it was maybe spring steel. There we go. Oops. 1 second. I was trying not to break it, but I broke it. Okay. Almost got that little piece fished out of there. Come on. There we go. Got it. You guys ready to see what's underneath? Let me wind it up and you guys can see it in action. Look at this thing spinning. It's spinning so fast you can't even barely see it. Here's the little music box part. And this is the trigger. Oh, I see. So the trigger is, let me wind this up a little bit more. The trigger is just this little arm right here. So you can see it goes up and it stops this little fan thing from spinning. I assume this little fan thing that you see spinning right there, that thing, I assume that's like a flywheel. You can see if it stops it. Cool. I assumed that there was some sort of magnetic, like maybe a magnet going around underneath here that would have something like dancing around. I've seen little dancing music boxes before, but unfortunately that's not the case. But this cool little music box, I don't know, maybe I'll go bury it in the desert somewhere with a map that's been hidden in clues in the previous videos. Okay, music box check. Now I completely forgot. Oh yeah, I was doing this, the throttle. Right. Side quest complete. Music box is still playing. Okay. Get this throttle cable in here. That's gonna be hard to do. Stricken 555. Thank you, Stricken. The music box is not normally playing in the background. That was just a feature, a little side quest to see if it was what was inside of it. Okay. Not usually a music box playing, but there was today. You saw it. All right, get this throttle cable in here. Man, I really wound that thing up, huh? Now it's sounding a little bit scary. Okay, throttle cable is installed. Oh my gosh. Crunchiness of that slide. The slide is like, man, I haven't been opened in months. Oh, that's not the crunchiness of the slide. That is the little adapter piece that needs to be moved. All right, that's good to go. One step closer to starting. Let's see here. I gotta get a fuel filter because the one I have now will not work. So that will have to wait. Let's see here. I guess I could weld on the rear fender section. I'm just trying to double check and make sure it's not going to become like really difficult to move or something if I do that. Or impossible to take off of the bike. I think it'll be okay. Let's see. Just want to double check and make sure there's nothing else. Basically at this stage of the bike right now, I have one like that my dad gave my mom as an anniversary gift. It has the theme music for Godfather. Oh, sick, Colin. Why is your throttle on the left? Kumara Lockwood. I'm doing a traditional old school Harley, so the throttle is on the left. If you did not know, on old school Harleys, the throttle was on the left side so that the police officer could pull out their gun and fire it while they're riding. Did you guys know that? Cool little fact. At least that's from what I understand, that's why it was on the left side. Could have just been some tall tale. But it's not on the left side. You're on the selfie cam for the my phone, so it's just everything is reversed. So thank you, Magoo. I'm working on the rear fender section, or at least attempting to. Right now I'm just screwing around talking about nonsense, talking about nude Bart Simpson. All right, let me get this thing kind of like squared up so that I can weld it, and it's not going to be crooked, or it'll at least be less crooked. Do you ride, Magoo? Magoo 2323. You ride a motor pickle, Magoo? Or a shopping cart? Or a freaking, I'd settle for a bicycle. Just regular old bicycle. I'm interested. What do you got? Shoot, I'd freaking I'd be interested if you're modifying or riding around a Lime scooter. Those even exist anymore? Okay. I guess what I'll do is let me get some acetone and wipe this all down first, so that when it's ready to weld, I can just actually weld it. This is cool. Making some progress. Alright, let me get up off the floor. This is my favorite spot in the garage. On the floor. Okay. Grab the acetone. Snowmobiling and dirt bikes? Sick. I've always wanted to try a snowmobile. I've never been in snow like that to try one, or been around anyone that had one. Magoo, have you seen the dirt bikes where they put the screws in the tires and they go riding on like the frozen lakes and stuff? It's so sick. Where are you from, Fangs? Just curious. Good Drew from SoCal. SoCal, we do have offices in the Death Valley area. Also in northern Alaska, we have a workshop up there where we do different projects. I mean, we got locations in just about every single solitary place you could think of. We have a cave dwelling that we like to work out of sometimes. The sets are all designed exactly like the set that you're seeing now at Fangs Garage. This is just essentially like a movie set. Oh gosh, that was not part of the script though. That was totally unscripted. You can ask my underwear wardrobe department. They are going to say that was not scripted. We didn't plan on that. He just did that on his own free will. This is all scripted and filmed in front of a live studio audience, in case you guys are new here. We have a live studio audience. They're just sitting off to the side over there. They're very quiet. There's people right there with taser. There's someone with a taser trident. One of the security guys actually has a taser trident over there. And he's threatening them. He has it like, do not applause. Do not laugh. That's why everyone's so quiet. Otherwise, it'd be bursting out laughter. Usually it's like, that's really the biggest challenge with Fangs Garage, is just trying to get the studio audience to just be quiet, because they're just, usually there's side-splitting laughter going on. So, I can't control it. Is that Bart Simpson? Yes, it is, Mike. He's become a nudist, actually. He's become a nudist, and I'm like, okay. First one to drive it will be Gizmo. Yes, Peter. What's up, Peter? Gizmo's gonna be the first one. He's already called shotgun. I said, you can't call shotgun on a motorcycle. There's no front seat. He didn't seem to understand that or care. But he will be the first. I need to go out with a ride with like Craig and Gizmo and Courtney and take them all out for a ride. Let them take the chopper out. I still have to make make some sort of adapter for my other bike, so I can put on the tallest handlebars in the world. The 40-inch ape hangers. 40-inch ape. When you ride around with 40-inch ape hangers, it makes 20-inch ape hangers look like a child's toy. It makes it look like a little child's bike. It's like, wow, 20 inches, huh? Just getting into the ape hanger game or what? It's ridiculously tall. It's like totally unrideable, but I need to put it on there. What's up, Good Drew? Yes, it is the Gizzard himself. He is being examined by Tom right now. No Gizmo rides with a shotgun in these streets. Yeah, we'll mess around, all right? My little man, he's got his freaking Glock out, and he's not afraid to use it. Give me the freaking snacks. I know you got Cheeto Puffs.
Sometimes life can be a little...
They always get real aggressive whenever they see Cheeto Puffs. It's just like a thing. It's some sort of, like,
So you can get back to what you love.
code,
This isn't all.
sleeper cell code, when they see Cheeto Puffs. I don't know. It's not my life, it's theirs. I was laying down some pretty sweet welds earlier today. I was actually like genuinely kind of impressed with myself. I legitimately was like praying the entire time as I was doing it. I was like, God, please do not let me mess this up. And no lie, as I was doing it, the welds were coming out like almost perfect. I was like, okay, I'll make this a little prayer session when I get behind this welding helmet. Pray that I don't get in the way. So I'm gonna do a little welding right now, and I'm gonna freaking see if I can't say I'm sorry. See if I can't lay down some beads, some weld globules. I'm glad I'm not welding that galvanized steel today. That was a little strange to mess with. It's kind of like turning into spider web or something. Turning into poisonous fumes. So that was a little sketchy. I didn't have my respirator on. I was just holding my breath for about 12 minutes while I welded everything. Oh. Okay, pull this thing over here. Come on. All right, let me grab everything and make sure. I'm gonna do some lay down welding. How about that? You guys ever laid down on the floor and welded on your back? Like you're sleep welding? It's fun, it's educational. What's up, Lucy? This is exactly how a garage should look. Thank you, good Drew. I try to craft my garage to just make me part of it. All right, pull this stuff over here real quick. I guess I will do swimsuit laydown. That's the style I'll do for the welding. Lay down on the floor, swimsuit model edition style. And try it that way. I would use the little finger trigger, but I'm not very good at using that, and I think I haven't used it in a very long time, and I don't want to I feel more confident about laying on the floor welding than I do using that finger trigger trying to weld. So get this. Get my little piano. They hit 7-Elevens last year alone. 11 7-Elevens? Yes, they did. Actually. They were going to do 12, and I said, no, don't do 12. It'll mess up the whole thing with the numbers. Like, don't you guys think it's cool that you guys hit 11 7-Elevens? And they did another one. I said, whatever. You guys ruin this all the time. You guys always ruin it.
Another day.
They just didn't tell anyone about the 12th one.
Same meds.
They just needed more.
Struggling for symptom relief.
They were struggling for
Like Humira and Enbrel work
Cheeto symptom relief. almost got it. Just need to hook up the ground, and then I can lay on the ground. I'm not sure what's going on with my skin. For a while, I've been thinking that there's bugs under my skin, under my face. I don't know about that, but now I have had this thing where I have like a patch of skin on my arm that gets itchy for no reason, and it is like the most insane, relentless itch where if I touch my skin, it will just get more and more itchy and it will never be relieved. So I don't know what that is. There's nothing on the top of my skin though. It's not like eczema where you could see something. It's just like an invisible, I think my nerves are all jacked up in my arm or something. What's up, Steve Hilger? Luxembourg, Europe. Wow, that's cool. Luxembourg, Europe. What's going on in Luxembourg right now? Is it daytime? I'm guessing it's the day. Is it the middle of the day? That's cool. Luxembourg. We need proper garage lighting. Hit the lights, Fang. That was it. I just can't itch it enough. Exactly. That is exactly how it is. It's like I itch it, and then the itch actually goes away for about half a second, and then it itches about 1000% more. So I'm not sure what to do about that. I gotta get that checked out. I do know that my nerves in my spine are kind of messed up from my disc being messed up. Actually, let me move these guys off here because I don't want them to catch on there. The nerves in my spine are kind of messed up, so I'm guessing maybe it's like a wire that is not on there correctly. By wire, I mean like a nerve. It's just like pinched or something. What's up, Steve? 7:30 in the morning. Wow. Cool. What's there to do in Luxembourg? Exactly. Perfect. Thank you. I tried. Let's see. Maybe I could do it like this. No. I have to... criminy. Freaking, when I bumped the fender, it kind of made it move a bit. Let me pump up this air wedge a bit. Luxembourg. Just watching some live streams? Nice. Cool. Let me let some air out of here. I seem to have bumped it a little bit when I got the little rascals off there. Okay, maybe I'll put a piece of wood in between there to hold it. It's kind of like on the corner, so it's not quite able to sit on there perfectly. Come on. Let's see, let me get one more of those air wedges and put it in right here. These things went from not being used at all to being used every day. Come on. It's just too small. You put something in between there. Piece of wood. It's just barely not holding on. Of course, when I get the welder all hooked up and ready to weld, I bump into it. There we go. There we go. There. Okay, let me try this.
Tacks don't look like a tax.
That's the extent of the jig that I'm making. Is 2 air wedges and a piece of an old 2x4. Make it work.
Please react. Repeating patterns connect to the tax. Return detection into destruction. Stopping straight through. Evolving human resilience. And building stronger defense with every
Come on. You got it.
If you've tried multiple oral antidepressants and they haven't worked, did you know that after 2 or
Almost got it.
Spravato works differently to
Right there.
reduce depression symptoms. Spravato is the only
Oh, gosh, diddly.
oral antidepressant for adults with treatment-resistant depression. While the exact way that Spravato works in depression is unknown, it acts on glutamate, a chemical messenger in the brain thought to regulate
Trying to find something else to put in between there. We'll hold it. Let's see. Grab this.
increased blood pressure is probably significant to blood levels. Your healthcare provider must monitor you for serious side effects for at least 2 hours after taking Spravato. There's risk for abuse and misuse. Don't take it with malignancy disease. An abnormal connection between your veins and arteries, a history of bleeding in your brain.
That ain't gonna work.
Spravato may harm your organs. Don't try operate machine.
Come on. Just a little bit farther. I literally just need to tack it in place. And it's fighting me to the death. It does not want to be part of this bike. It said, I don't want to have anything to do with this. And I said, well, too freaking bad you're going to. You're going to be directly involved with it, so just be prepared for that. It just needs to hold for a few seconds so I can tack it up. Let's see here. Use your brain there, buddy. I have to find something that can withstand heat and is also adjustable. So I can push this up here. Okay, let's see. I need something like a adjustable little piece of metal or something. Good morning, Steve. Use a clamp. Let's see here. We've got to have something. I can't hold it and tack it because it'll freaking, I already know I'll mess it up if I do that. So, let's see. Maybe clamp it onto something? Maybe I can wedge this in between here. Oh yeah, I can wedge that. Like that. And do it from the bottom, maybe. So, let's see. Oh, I have a good idea. Like this. On the frame. Okay, good. That'll work. Let me get one more clamp. That'll actually work even better. So I can clamp this on like that. Like that. Nice. Got it. 10 minutes after turning on the welder. Let me just double check this side and make sure it looks good. Looks good. Okay, time to tack it, finally. Thank you, Lucy, for the gold coin. All right, good, Drew. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Good night. Good, Drew. Okay. Favorite portion. Just make sure it's like level. Looks good. Just try and go like this. A little bit. That looks good. Okay. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna try and tack it. I could probably tack it from the back side here and it wouldn't be that hard. Alright. Turn this on. Get one glove on. Okay. Got the torch. Should be good to go. Let's see what would be easier. Tacking it back here. Or maybe it would be easier from the front. Alright, let me try it like that. Dang it, dude. Did that move a little bit? This side moved. I think I put that right there. Okay, I'm gonna try that and see if I can do that. Let me move this and do the crab squat. It is frustrating, Gregory. It's so frustrating. Thank you, 7 Ross. Gonna be the grave robber bike. We're robbing graves and we're gonna make a Frankenstein monster. We're robbing the motorcycle graveyard. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Maybe I can carefully get this oil tank out of here without disturbing anything. Let's see. Careful. Careful. Ah, yes. That will make things easier. It is very frustrating, Gregory. It's like a balancing act because there's no real clamp that will really hold it that well. It's really just and plus I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm not really doing this by measurement. It's just all by look. So it's a little frustrating. It's mainly because of the way I'm doing it and because I don't have like computer software to design parts, and I know you don't need computer software, but it's like I might as well just do it by look if I'm gonna go through all that trouble and sit there and try and measure stuff. I'll just say it's artistic and just be like, yeah, art. Oh my gosh, this is like, I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Let me see. If it was on a like motorcycle stand, I could literally just be like boop 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 and weld it. But I don't have room for a motorcycle stand. Where's that foot pedal at? I was just about ready to weld it and the foot pedal was nowhere to be found. I'm essentially doing a crunch right now. Oh, get my stomach workout in. Yes! Got one little tack in there. Just need one more on the other side, and should be able to lift it out and then weld it kind of regularly. See if I can do this. Reach my hand under the bike, hold the filler rod over here while I go like this. Oops. Wrong filler rod. Come on. Okay, got one more. Okay. I can move these out of the way. It's probably good enough. I could probably, did I just scratch my ear? I think I have like cancer on the top of my ear. Some sort of skin cancer. And sometimes I'll accidentally scrape it and then it'll bleed forever. Got it, Gregory. We got it. Now, let me weld it from the side right here. Since it's nice and easy, and put it here. I can sneak in and get a little weld in there. The longer it stays like all together in a little jig kind of, the better. So I'll keep it in here as long as I can on the bike, that is. And I'll dip the tungsten as many times as possible too, apparently. Okay. That's probably all I can do. Let me make sure I can even take this thing off the bike. That's also something that I did not, again, I'm just making, you guys are watching me make the design and everything, so I have no idea if it'll even be possible to take this off. Looks like it is. Cool. All right, let me just tilt this thing up and freaking weld it like this. I'll weld it a little bit, put it back on there, double check, weld it a little bit more, double check, blah, blah, blah. Put this ground clamp on here. Okay. I know it's slightly out of sight, but it's all right. I'm gonna put it back in sight in just a second. Get some more of this weld on here. Okay. Okay, am I trying to set some sort of record for dipping the tungsten or what? Okay. Let me set this thing on here and make sure it's all still good. Try not to melt the tire. Okay, that's still good to go. Put this thing out of there. Cool. Okay, still good. weld it a little bit more. Noise! Noise! Noise. Gregory is one of my noise buddies. Noise. 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 Yeah, I finished the carport project today. That was cool. So it's all done. I think my dad's probably going to be assembling it soon. Not too crooked. A little crooked, but not too crooked. It's like, what can you expect? It's going to be a little crooked. That's okay. It's only because the driveway is a little crooked. I made it exactly how it should have been made. Okay, give it a little second to rest here. It's coming out good. How's everything going for you, Gregory? It's Gregory o'clock. Almost done. This is cool. This is making some good progress. Let's see. Not the thickest of materials, so hopefully it'll be good enough for the rear fender and all that once I get the little subframe made. One last little piece right here. Oops. Not the ideal position to be welding, but we'll get it done. No excuses. It's done. Not the best welds, but not the worst. Definitely looks like it melted all the way through. What's up, Roger? It's going good, Fang. Did you get your over your sickness finally? Yes, Gregory. I'm feeling a lot better. I think, I don't know. Something is wrong with my ear. I have no idea. I have to go get it checked out. Because, I don't know. Now my ear just hurts all the time. I thought it was because of my tooth. I got my tooth taken care of. And then, now my ear stopped hurting for a while. But now it's starting to hurt in a different way, so. I also opened my mouth the other day and heard this loud crack, like popping noise. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, because I know that your teeth are related to your ears. They're your cousins, essentially, first cousins. So I got to get it checked out. Show you guys what it looks like. Not the worst welds, not the best. It's kind of a difficult position to be welding in, but whatever, looks good. Good enough for me. I'm not done welding it anyways. So, let me put this thing back on here. Thank you, Gregory. Use all the prayers I can get. Okay, that's on there like that, and now I can show you guys. Looks cool. Okay, so you can see that's where it was. I was trying to tack it while it was sitting up there, so it was a little bit difficult. But now it's on there, and you can see that the chain, oh shoot, it's a little hot. I can bend this down a little bit closer to the chain right here. I can bend it in a little bit, and then this will be a little bit straighter, and then this will bend down. But I just gotta wait until that cools off a bit. So yeah, I'll have to make the little side piece right here. And with the way this is spaced out, since this is already like sitting over the chain, I might just start the chain guard here and have it come down and be a little section or something. I'm not sure, that I have to make sure I still slide this out of the frame whenever this needs to be taken off. So I might just make a little flat piece that comes down and connects right here, and then box this in and make a little side panel. And then I'm gonna have to make the side of the fender right here, and then the same thing. I'll probably end it maybe right down here somewhere, like right after this bend, maybe right above the chain. I'll end the fender right there, and then I'll make another from the battery box. It's going to be right here. I'm gonna make a battery tray. I'll make another little support going to the fender right here, so it'll be mounted like 2 bungs, and then I'll put 2 more bungs up there somewhere, and then this thing will be locked into this frame. There's no way that anything will be able to come off or anything. So this is just like the fender portion. I'm gonna make a seat pan and everything that actually sits on here. It'll maybe be like a square looking seat also. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the plan. I can't use the power tools because it's too late. But I'm gonna have to cut out these side pieces for this, and then once that is done, I'll probably do the battery box next. Let me grab this battery and put this in here. The anti-gravity battery. See how close it is to the fender. So if it's like that, that's not that close. That's a decent gap. I'm not going to use these terminals probably. I'll probably cap these ones off and use these ones. So the cables will be going up from right here, and it'll probably go up, and maybe I'll make it so it goes up on the back side of here, curls up, and actually it just has to go up underneath here. So maybe I'll make it on the back side, connect on these terminals, and make it just sneak up and go over to these to the starter solenoid, and then the electronics will be somewhere, I don't know, maybe up under here. Maybe I'll make that part of the oil tank, or maybe I'll make a little separate battery box right here. That might be a better idea. Make a little battery box right here behind the oil tank. Let me get this oil tank and put it back on here. This is the, I guess, mock-up oil tank. Or, yeah, it's probably, this stuff's pretty rusted. It'd be such a hassle to try and cut all these welds and do this. It'd be probably easier to just use this as a template. that on there. Grab this. Let some of this air out. Let me turn this camera around and put it up so I can use both my hands. Okay. Thank you for that little clapping seal, Lucy. Thank you, Lucy. I think it was Holly. Holly was asking where you were at earlier today. There's a daytime live stream, and Holly was like, Lucy. I said, I think she's out training seals. Okay, so this will be close to this. This little air wedge thing is cool. It's definitely helpful. It's like a blood pressure type thing, but you just inflate it and it just sits there and lifts stuff up. Originally I saw a picture of it for lifting up a door, and I actually used it for that, and I was like, dude, this totally does work. It works perfect for lifting a door up, put on the hinge. Okay, that looks cool. Let me take the camera off and show you. You have a question? Ace Spady, go ahead. I use those airbags for unlocking car doors. Oh, you do? Oh, Rob, you're looking for your dog? I actually saw your dog earlier today running around this guy right here. He's running around out at 7-Eleven. They were getting big gulps. So that's probably where your dog's at, dude. So what I'm thinking is, are Build-A-Bike kits real? I mean, you could technically, I know that like kit cars are real. But as far as Build-A-Bikes, you could legitimately order a bike from Walmart and it's like somewhat assembled. You just have to assemble it a little bit. If that's what you mean by Build-A-Bikes. But I've never seen a bike like a kit where you buy it and then it's like a whole kit. You could buy a motorized bike kit. So this is probably a cool idea. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to bend these tabs right here. Bend these more inward like this to meet this angle right here, and I'll make the oil tank mount in like that, or I'll completely cut them off and remake them so that they're a little bit offset. But right here in this little box, in this little area, there's some creativity space that I could use, and I could make a little electronics box here so I could mount the key, the starter button. I'll probably mount those on the other side. But I can mount something like some switches right here or something, and also the relay and stuff. So I could run the wires just going directly up to here, and then anything else that needs to go out, maybe I'll make a little channel in here or something. I don't know. This is also prime real estate for a auxiliary gas tank right here, so that's still up for debate. Again, this is still in the design process, so. But this getting tacked on, that's huge progress for me. I was surprised that that is done. So probably what I'm going to be doing next, I'll probably get this battery box made and start freaking getting it all mounted up so I can make an additional support for the Fender down here, a little lower support somewhere down there. Yes, I have one. If you look up RevTech, they make a Build-A-Bike that comes in a crate. Oh, sick. I did not know that. High five in the sky so high. That's freaking cool. This is a Ultima engine. Ultima El Bruto. Let me put this thing on here. And get this mount off of here. 1 second, guys. camera up here. I'm telling Mom. Please don't tell Mom. I'm asking you not to. She's already very upset. She's upset that I ate all the cookies. But they were freaking good. Maybe she shouldn't have made them so delicious. Hey, Gremlin, says Duke Palmer. Duke Palmer. What's up, Duke?
How you doing, Dookie? That's what I call my friend Duke Palmer. I call him Big Dookie. How you doing, man? What do you mean that's not a good nickname? I never stop.
He doesn't stop. Sorry, Duke. I don't know why he called you Dookie or Duke. I mean, like a motorcycle field, there should be a business that allows for mix and match parts for motorcycles. It's kind of like building a PC. But it is essentially Harley Davidson. They have every part you can imagine. I have the same mind ideas as well. I build stuff from stuff all the time. I like that high five in the sky so high. Up there, high five in the sky, high fiving the freaking great ideas. Thank you, Ace O Spady. Ace O Spady says, I love the coffin tank. This is an experimental tank because I've never made a gas tank before, so we'll see what happens. It might just be ripped to shreds. Who knows? I should clean this little oil filter thing out. Oil filter housing. Probably needs to be cleaned out. At least clean out this inside part. Alright. Might as well do that before I mount it on there. Let me get some gloves, some gogs, some David Goggle Goggins. Stay hard. I'm freaking trying. You're really screaming in my ears. I'm trying. Oh, I forgot the gloves. I just got the spray.
Attacks don't look like attacks. That's the point. Disguised as a trusted trade.
Attack!
Team request.
Ooh, the doll head needs to be mounted on the bike, says Duke.
Repeating patterns.
Duke, which doll head? Are you talking about Courtney? Not quite doll heads. There's a lot of heads in here. Heads or tails. Jesus died on the cross for our sins and rose 3 days, saving us from hell. If we repent from our sins and believe he died and that God raised him from the dead and believe that he's the Son of God and make him our Lord. Who said that? Tom Hawk. Thank you, Tom Hawk. Guys, listen to what Tom Hawk said. Please. He's speaking the truth. I believe it. Tom Hawk, we're about to get into this cleaning session with Bart Simps. Bart Simpson's here. And Marge is pissed. She's not happy. Little Fang's Garage cleaning ASMR. Let me turn on the flash. Hold on. Oh, come on. Freaking, yes, I'm still listening. I'm still here. You know I'm here. I guarantee you're looking through my camera and you know that me and Bart Simpson are still here cleaning. Okay. Fang's Garage. This is my kind of ASMR. Okay, now simply scrape a little bit out if you guys are following along with your flathead screwdriver. If you want to take a taste, now's the time. Do I suggest taking a taste? Probably not. Mine tasted a little bit like broccoli for some reason. I think it's because I use the Pennzoil with the aftermarket oil filter. How's redlining? Going to $1.30. So much gunk. Yes, it is. Backup account says shavings. We're shaving down the savings on this thing. We're shaving down all this disgusting freaking... This is called weight reduction right here, guys. If you've ever wondered what weight reduction is, it's this right here. You do this enough on all your parts, you're going to be saving a little bit of gas, you're going to be saving a little bit of time, you're going to be saving a little bit of headache and money, and you're going to be causing people to have to call an ambulance when they're snapping their necks as you ride by with such a clean oil filter housing. They're going to say, what the heck, dude? Why is the dirtiest part of the bike the cleanest? Say, that's attention to detail. See? Okay, let me grab the spray. Oops, don't let that fall on the ground if you're following along. Carb choke jet spray. This is actually just for jet parts. That's what we're working on, guys, in case you're just tuning in. This is for an F-16 jet. We're getting it all running. We're in a full restoration mode. And this is for the disruptor for the system display. So it's a critical part. It's critical, it's crucial. If you're following along, it's because you're also working on an F-16. We're in the underground hangar right now. There's guards everywhere, watching my every move, making sure that I'm not freaking doing anything out of sequence. Don't let them see that. Don't tell them I saw that. Okay. Let me grab a brush. Brush yourself. Get a couple brushes. Consume the consumables. I'm wondering if I could take this bolt off. I'm kind of skeptical because I don't know how this thing goes back on. I'd like to take this off and clean it, but I'll probably end up ruining the gasket in between there, so I'll leave it alone. Clean it all up. Get my clean on. Get my clean on. I think I gotta like rub it off while it's still wet. Like I'm just rubbing the oil and stuff into the part. Alright, let's just clean it off a little bit. We don't want the outside looking too clean now, do we? That won't match the rest of the bike. If you guys are following along, make sure that you are holding your breath while you do this, as these fumes are going to start making you either completely focused or zoned out. One of the two. It's one of them.
Take the wheel of a new 2026 Sportage Hybrid and set out on your next adventure from Kearney Mesa Kia. Enjoy impressive range and a standard 12.3-inch curved touchscreen display with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. But now to view our inventory during the Summer Sticker Sales event.
Summer sticker sales
Saying
ascent.
yes can be hard with severe asthma, but you can say yes to fewer asthma attacks. Tezspire is an add-on maintenance treatment for people aged 12 and older with severe asthma or inadequately controlled chronic rhinosinusitis with nasal polyps. It's not for sudden breathing problems.
Looking better.
Tezspire is proven to help prevent asthma attacks and relieve symptoms.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
For those with nasal polyps, it's proven to help shrink polyps and reduce nasal congestion.
Yes, chef.
Serious
Yes.
reactions like anaphylaxis may occur. Call your doctor or get emergency care if you have rash, hives, breathing problems, red, swollen, or itchy eyes, swelling of face, mouth, or tongue, fainting, dizziness, or lightheadedness. Talk to your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. If your asthma...
Oh man, I do have a parasitic infection.
Avoid live vaccines. Sore throat, flu, and cold symptoms, upper respiratory infections, nosebleeds, injection site reactions, joint or back pain may occur. Say yes. Ask your doctor about Tezspire.
Shit, we know it. One, we can help you. Two, we can allow you to help yourself. And three,
Nice.
hey,
That's pretty good.
see, I really been popping my shit on the whole nother level. You playing this shit to the devil.
Okay. This looks like it's pretty much good to go. And I think that I have the, that's not bad. It's a little bit cleaner to handle now, so let me put this on there. I think I have the bolts already on there. These are the oil coolers that I'm planning on using. Move this camera right here. I'll show you guys. Only 2 volts. See, you just, that's kind of funny. These forks are so big I can literally crawl underneath and just crawl into the bike. Put all this, move all this junk out of the way. I figured the more I put on this thing, the more parts, the closer it is to starting. And the closer it is to starting, the closer I am to finally riding this thing. And if that's the case, then even if the parts aren't necessarily ready to go on, I should at least put them on there so that I can be like, okay, literally all I have to do is hook up that, put an oil filter on there and that thing's ready to go. Or, you know, it's not like, I don't know, it kind of makes the mountain seem smaller when I'm like, okay, chop the mountain into a smaller mountain first and get up the little, climb the little hills first. So I'm just trying to climb little hills constantly and try not to think that they're a big hill. This is just 2 bolts for this oil filter housing.
But with this on here, this gives me the ability to kind of plumb in the oil cooler lines. And if I can't do that, I can at least be like, I need these lines. I need this size line. I need to get this. I need to do this. And it'll help me figure out what I need to do. Because sometimes when it's so many little things, it kind of gets like, what do I even do next?
It's as if the blockade in you is dormant during the day and awakens at nightfall.
So, just one more bolt before bedtime.
In the end, it's all been learned for himself.
Plus, this will hopefully make me realize if there's any unforeseen problems. I can already see one actually right now, as I'm saying that.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy known to treat
Keytruda!
for 18 types of cancer, including certain early
Keep being true to yourself with
One of those
Keytruda.
cancers is a kind of uterine cancer called advanced endometrial carcinoma. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies and then used alone
Come on.
when your cancer has spread or returned.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to
The issue I'm already seeing is that
after treatment.
the
See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath,
oil filter
diarrhea, severe stomach pain,
housing,
nausea, vomiting,
it has a little
irregular heartbeat, extreme
branch off thing for the oil cooler,
for fainting, changes in appetite, thirst,
and
confusion,
that's going to be a problem
persistent or severe muscle pain, or
because it's not at the right angle.
fever, rash, itching, or flushing.
Neither of them are. If I'm going to do dual oil coolers, then I'm going to mount them here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about.
An organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, or receive chest Keytruda can harm you unwanted.
See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor. Keytruda could be right.
Keytruda.
It's true. Keytruda.
It's true. So this is the part that was just mounted on there. The oil. Let me flip this around the selfie mode so I can see what I'm doing. Let's see, this part right here, this holds the oil cooler on there. It was just those two bolts. And you can see, not my face, don't look at that. You can see right here that it has, normally like the oil filter would be right here, but it has this extra ring on here, this aluminum ring. And that extra aluminum ring basically has these two ports. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the oil, instead of going in here and through the oil filter and then back out, it'll go in, the oil will come up through one of these spouts, go through the oil cooler, where it'll cool down the oil, and then it'll go back in through here, and then it'll go through the filter. So these two ports, you can see right here, look, they're like poking out this way and poking out this way. So I would need them to actually point down because the first oil cooler is right there. So unless I run one up here and then one down here and then one going back up here, that's the other option. So again, I'm not sure about this oil cooler placement. I'm not sure if I'll put them here or maybe I'll put them somewhere else, but that's kind of why I wanted to also get like this part on here. I wanted to get this upper engine mount on here so that I can kind of start getting it built. It's already almost there, guys. It's just ironing out all the little details and finishing up all the parts. So with this fender piece being on here now, that's cool. I'm gonna start working on this next. This is gonna be the next hurdle, is make a box for this so the battery can be permanently mounted on here. And then I'll make some sort of mount. Maybe I'll either make it off the battery box or I'll make it off of here or something. I don't know. I kind of want to make the battery box like kind of tied in to the frame. Obviously it's got to be tied in the frame, but on more than one side. So I'm going to make a box for it, just basically the size of the battery. And I'm going to weld it onto the frame right there. But I'd like for it to be like maybe welded on the other side too. So it's like not just welded on just one side. So it's welded on like an L or something like that. So yeah, hopefully that'll work. Yeah, it is carb choke cleaner. It said carb choke cleaner, and then it said parts cleaner too. So it works, I guess. I cleaned it. Kind of not evaporating the way. Wish I was there huffing that stuff with you. Come on over, Jinder. Kevin Bonas, what is the fuel pump for? The fuel pump? Oh, is the oil pump. The oil filter housing. Put some Jack Daniels on it first. It'll make it much better. It did taste much better with the Jack Daniels. Duke Palmer, thank you for letting them know. Coming along great. Thank you, Kevin. Wish my 5.9 was half as clean. You know what? This thing is filthy. More filthy than that. Kevin, this is a 127. It's the Ultima El Bruto. Yes, I am fixing those bugs. What's up, JT Mezzi? JT Mezzi. Trying to fix the bugs. Trying not to crap my pants, too. That's kind of the harder part of the two. This bike won't have any buttons on the handlebars. I'm going to move all the controls down to the side. So that'll be cool. I don't think I'll have anything up here, just the mirrors. Let me see. I have a clutch perch. I'll show you the mirror that I made. This is pretty cool. It's like a hot rod mirror. It's originally made for like a window clamp. Here's what you guys look like in the infinite mirror. So this is like a little hot rod mirror that basically on an old truck, it like bolts on and it kind of clamps onto the door, I believe, so that when you move the door, it's kind of off to the side. So I basically modified it and used the same style bolt and just made this little spacer thing. This little, I don't know what you'd call this, like a little top hat spacer thing. And this basically just fits in a stock Harley like clutch perch. I'll show you right now. Find that clutch. Just saw it in here. In the world?
There's an extra
Where'd it go?
mile on the way. Snacks, fresh food, a pick-me-up, grab it and go, and score a deal while you're at it.
That's weird.
Revolutionary, I know.
I had the clutch lever here, but it seems to have dissipated. Anyways, it'll work on this one, I think. I might as well. Oh no, I broke this one. I forgot. Okay. Anyways, it's gonna have a single mirror on here. I don't know if I'll use this mirror. I might use a different one. Yeah, I was gonna put the clutch push on here, but it's not even here. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Oh, here it is. Nice. Taped it up to keep that little pin in there. Oh, to keep this. It's been years since I did that. Since I've taped that up. Fits in this little stock hole right here. I think that's for the mirror. Let me put this clutch perch on here. Just put it on there right here for now. I'm not sure where it's got to be at. Probably like that. Okay. The heck? How does this work? I can't even remember. It's been so long. Oh crap! I forgot. I gotta freaking take this off. It's been a long time since I installed one of these clutch this clutch cable on here. I haven't touched this bike in a while, and I think I remember how to do it. It's one of those things where you're like, I'm not gonna forget. How could I possibly forget? And then you're like, how do I do this? Why did I just rely on this memory, this infinite memory that I thought I had? I thought I had like infinite terabytes of memory in my mind. Turns out I have like 4 floppy disks, and someone's been copying freaking emulator games on them already, so they're already all messed up. Someone's been copying Dig Dug on this floppy disk for about 39 years. Use the tool, throw it on the floor. If you're following along, that's the procedure. Okay, I'm making this way harder than it has to be, I think. Let me go like this. Put this on like this. Put this on last. Maybe Trevor is making it way harder than it has to be. Are you freaking smoking Zins? Those aren't for smoking, that's for freaking... You put those in your mouth. You're not supposed to smoke those things. There we go. Now it's easier. That's way too loose for some reason. Must not be connected down there. Oh well. It's probably not connected on the bottom or something. Inside the transmission. Somehow being disconnected. Anyways. I'm glad I did all that for no reason. It literally just made it. It's going to make it harder. I'll have to take this off tomorrow. Let's see. The one about the bugs, Lucy? Manu Weber? Yes, there are gremlins. They're freaking getting in the way again. Why is this clutch not engaging at all? Oh, wait a minute. It's probably because the clutch isn't really hooked up. That's duh. That's probably why. Okay. This one I might leave off. This one I might not connect because I think I'm going to have to... Here's what I'll do. I'll make a compromise.
Go farther in the all-new Jeep Cherokee Hybrid.
I'm going to disconnect the cable, but I'm going to leave the lever on there so that it can feel like it's included.
And back again.
I'm going to have to tape it up again. Thank you for the gold coin, Peter. Thank you for that gold coin, Peter. Pretty sure that's how you say your username, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Now bugs. Let me see. JZL Hernandez. Is that Spike? Don Smith? It is. His name is Tom. Oh, fixing them bugs? Let's see. Fang cleaning. Not what Alexa said earlier. Tom and Gizmo were at nightclub jamming out. Oh, they were jamming out, huh? I did not know that. I was asking where they were. They wouldn't tell me. Mikey Wikey sent a thumbs up for 10 joules. Thank you, Mikey Wikey. How you like the bikey, Mikey?
Do you likey? Mikey? What's up, Gregory?
Let's see, where's the Black Widow at? Where is that Black Widow at? Weren't you guys hanging out?
Yeah, we actually went to a nice steakhouse. I gave a little smack on her thorax and she got pissed.
Was it on the thorax or the abdomen? Might have been abdomen. Mikey Wikey. Courtney looks desperate for a ride. She is. She's desperate for freaking to find love. She thought she was gonna find the one when she went on plentyoffish.com. I said, "You can't swim, Courtney." And she got pretty sad about that when she realized that swimming was one of the things that most guys look for. I said, "Yep, you gotta be good at swimming." So, yeah, she's a little disappointed, but she'll get over it. Once this bike is ready, she's gonna love it when she goes for a ride. I actually went for a ride today, ride home from the swap meet, and picked up a hitchhiker on the way home. Hitchhiker, head hiker, and people seemed to love it. When I was riding home, they were like, "Look at that!" I was like, "Yep, she's coming home with me. You missed your shot. You should have taken your shot." Don't you know that freaking women love a man that can swim? They love it. If you can swim, guys, as a tip, women love it. If you can do the butterfly stroke, the backstroke, you don't gotta tell me. I was a freaking one of the elite swimmers in southern Carolina, southern region of Carolina, of South Carolina. I mean, I was highly competitive. That's why I shaved my head. They said, "You need to wear a swim cap." I said, "Nope, not gonna make me wear that thing." And I was an elite swimmer for about 14 years. That's why my ears look like that. Remember boxers have the cauliflower ear? You guys ever seen someone with swimmer's ear? From excessive swimming. Right there, it's like two little legs. These are actually what helped me swim so fast. I put little flippers on them. They did. Running, swimming, diving. It really helped on the dives too, because when you dive and you have swimmer's ear, you kind of cut through the water a little bit differently. It's a little more, I would say aerodynamic, but it's more like hydrodynamic. Hydroaerodynamic. And on top of it, that too. So Just goes to prove my point. Alright, so I guess Bart Simpson is going to start living next to the Crypt Keeper. What's up, Anthony? Gremlins. Yes, there are gremlins here. They're hiding out. They're ready for you, Anthony. They're going to come hang out in your room later. So they said they wanted you to get the Xbox. If you have Xbox. Gizmo's more of a little GameCube type of player, but whatever you have, it'll work. So the next steps are going to be the battery box, the rear fender.
Or push the limit on the drag strip.
Oh, just accidentally pressed the off button on my phone. That's cool. My bad. I've never even heard of Taco John's. Never heard of it. I'll have to, I don't know where they even have those. If they even have them in California. They have Papa John's. Is that Taco John's dad? Taco John's, father of Papa John's, grandfather of Mr. Rogers. They did freaking do it, huh, Gregory? They're absolutely the ones that would do something like that. They're 100% probably responsible. What in the world? This stupid vape. This thing sucks, dude. Okay. Let me grab Craig real quick. Craig and Tom. Courtney's feeling a little motion sick right now. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Gizmo pressed and live. I know it.
Yeah, I think you did do that, Peter. Right, Gizmo?
Look at his guilty face. He definitely did it. He's definitely guilty. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be live again. I'll probably be live again tomorrow at some point. So you can check in on the chopper, on the chain status.
It's going to be cool. It's going to get some lady gremlins on here, right, Gizmo? Yeah, baby.
They're hoping to get some lady gremlins. I'm hoping to get a little lady cyclops maybe on here.
You're going to do it, buddy. You got confidence. You got swag. Look at this guy's swag.
I do have really nice eyelashes. I've been working on it. I've been trying to grow out my eyebrow too, but what can you do? Only I plucked it a little bit too much when I was younger and it didn't grow back right.
See you later, Peter. See you, Gregory. See you, Greg. Thanks for everything, guys.
All right, guys. We don't have to go explore the sewers tonight. It's a good sign. I actually have the night off. So we're going to play a little Uno, a little Jenga.
Game night, baby.
Oh, really, Fang? It's good to see. It's good food. Their super burritos are yummy, especially their potato olays. Thank you, Lucy.
Thanks, Lucy. Thanks for all those gold coins, everybody. And the goat trophies. Look at that. The goat here. The goat whisperer. Let me tell you something. Oh, thanks, Lucy. You didn't have to do that. Shucks. Thanks, Lucy. The goat whisperer's here, and he wants to tell you. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up, Ace?
Ace, my man. Give me some scales, Ace. See you later, Lizard King. The king of lizards. Bow down to the Lizard King. I said bow.
I'm not going to bow. Sorry, I only bow to the Cyclopean Council. They have called me actually on my pager. It says I'm in trouble. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
See you later, guys. Let's go get something to eat.